Princesses are the apple of any royal family's eye. That's why they remain in the spotlight all the time. But if I say that we found a bunch of princesses whose names you've never heard before, will you believe us? But it's true. These princesses have chosen to stay away from the spotlight for different reasons. Therefore, in today's video, we're talking about 12 princesses whose names you've never heard before. So without further ado, let's begin. At number 12, we've got Princess Maria Beatrice of Savoy. She is the youngest daughter of Italy's last king, Umberto II, and his wife, Queen Marie José. Despite her royal connections, she remains a relatively unknown figure. There are several factors that have contributed to this lack of public recognition. Maria Beatrice's father, Umberto II, ruled Italy only for a little over a month, from May 9, 1946 to June 12, 1946. This short period was not enough time for his children to establish a strong public image. Following her father's brief reign, the family left Italy and her parents were separated. Maria Beatrice and her siblings moved to Switzerland with their mother, while their father stayed in the Portuguese Riviera. This separation and relocation have distanced her from the Italian public eye. In addition to that, in 1967, Princess Maria Beatrice attempted to marry Italian actor Maurizio Arena, but her family prevented the marriage and filed a lawsuit claiming she was mentally unfit to marry. However, after her father's death, Princess Maria Beatrice of Savoy, despite remaining a relatively unknown, launched the Umberto II Foundation with her brother's approval. She also participated in numerous cultural presentations and organized an exhibition to Albertville during the 1992 Olympics. At the beginning of the 21st century, she co-authored a number of books, mostly with Stefano Papi. At number 11, we've got Princess Talita von Furstenberg. She is an American socialite, fashion designer, and model. She is the granddaughter of fashion designer Diane von Furstenberg and von Egon von Furstenberg, and by birth a member of the House of Furstenberg, an ancient Swabian noble family. Despite her royal lineage and connections to the fashion industry, Talita remains a relatively unknown figure. Unlike other royals who actively participate in charity work or public appearances, Talita's activities have been more focused on her fashion career and education rather than high-profile royal duties. At just 25 years old, she's still in the process of establishing her identity within the fashion world as well, and does not yet have an extensive public presence that comes from experience. Also, growing up in America, she's expressed a reluctance to fully engage and embrace her royal duties, stating that it doesn't resonate as strongly in American culture compared to European context. According to WWD, regardless of her lower profile, she's created her own clothing line under the DVF brand, focusing on designs that are fashionable yet accessible for young women. Talita has modeled for her grandmother's brand and participated in various fashion shows, gaining experience in the industry. She's also interned with notable publications like Teen Vogue and participated in high-profile fashion events, including walking the runway for Dolce & Gabbana. Next, we've got Princess Carolina of Bourbon Two Sicilies. Born in Rome, she's the eldest daughter of Prince Carlo, Duke of Castro, and Camilla Crociani. As a member of the Bourbon Two Sicilies royal family, she holds the titles of Duchess of Calabria and Duchess of Palermo. Maria Carolina has grown up between Paris, Monte Carlo, and Rome, receiving a comprehensive education that includes studying at the International University of Monaco and Harvard University. She's also fluent in 6 languages and has a keen interest in fashion and the arts. Despite her royal background, Princess Maria Carolina remains relatively unknown to the general public. At just 21 years old, she's still in the process of establishing her public persona and royal engagements. In addition to that, unlike more prominent royals who frequently appear in the media and engage in high-profile charity work, Maria Carolina's activities have not yet attracted significant attention. Her current focus on education and personal development also contribute to her lower visibility in royal circles. She serves as an ambassador for projects like Passion Sea and is associated with the Constantinian Order of St. George. She also participates in multiple sports, such as tennis and swimming, and attends drama school to study acting. At number 9, we've got Princess Margarita de Bourbon de Parma. She's the eldest daughter of Princess Irene of the Netherlands and Carlos Hugo, Duke of Parma. She's a member of the House of Bourbon-Parma, as well as an extended member of the Dutch royal family. Despite her royal lineage, she remains a relatively unknown figure because she has not yet actively participated in high-profile royal duties or public charity work that typically garners media attention. Her engagements have been more private and less visible to the public eye. After her marriage to entrepreneur Edwin Carrel William de Roy Van Zugwagen in 2001, she has been primarily focused on her family and personal endeavors rather than pursuing a prominent public role. As a member of a lesser-known branch of the European royalty, she does not receive the same media coverage or public interest as more prominent royals. Despite being relatively unknown, Princess Margarita is involved in various charitable activities. She serves as a patron for organizations focused on environmental issues, such as Trees for All, which aims to promote reforestation and sustainable practices. Margarita has participated in initiatives that support cultural heritage and arts, reflecting her commitment to preserving history and promoting creativity. Overall, while she may not be widely recognized, Princess Margarita de Parme engages in meaningful work that contributes positively to society. We imagine she'll be on the uprise here in the next few years. Next, we've got Princess Ariane of the Netherlands. She is the third and youngest daughter of King William Alexander and Queen Maxima. Princess Ariane is a member of the Dutch royal house and is currently third in line of succession to the Dutch throne. When she was born, Dutch Prime Minister addressed the nation shortly after meeting the child and mother. Despite her royal status, she remains relatively unknown as a figure for several reasons. It's because she's still in her formative years and has not yet taken on significant public roles and responsibilities that would increase her visibility and impact. Currently attending UWC Adriatic in Italy, her primary focus is on her education rather than public engagements or royal duties, which is also corroborated by Nine Honey. Also, her elder sister, Princess Katharina Amalia, is the heir apparent and often receives more media attention, overshadowing her sister's presence. Despite being relatively unknown, Princess Ariane engages in various activities. She is committed to her studies and speaks multiple languages, including Dutch, English, and Spanish. She also enjoys horse riding, drawing, and playing the piano, reflecting a well-rounded upbringing. She participates in family events and royal functions when appropriate, contributing to the royal family's public image. As she matures and potentially takes on more responsibilities within a royal family, her visibility may increase in the future as well. At number 7, we've got Princess Pauline Ducruet of Monaco. She is a Monegasque driver, designer, and niece of Prince Albert II of Monaco through her mother, Princess Stephanie of Monaco. Despite her royal lineage, she remains relatively unknown. Unlike other royals who engage in high-profile public service or charity work, Pauline has focused more on her personal career in fashion and design rather than traditional royal responsibilities that attract media attention. She's pursued a career in fashion, launching her own gender-fluid clothing line called Altered Designs. This focus on entrepreneurship rather than royal engagements may contribute to her lower visibility in the public eye. Pauline has chosen to maintain a level of privacy about her life, which can lead to less media coverage on its own compared to other members of the royal family who are actively involved in public life. Despite being a relatively unknown figure, Princess Pauline engages in various significant activities. She's studied fashion at Parsons School of Design in New York City and has worked with prestigious brands like Vogue and Louis Vuitton during her internships. Her work in fashion includes co-founding Altered Designs, which emphasizes inclusivity and creativity. Overall, Princess Pauline Ducruet is not widely recognized. She actively pursues her passions and contributes to various fields through her creative and athletic endeavors. Next, we've got Princess Marie-Caroline of Liechtenstein. She is the only daughter of hereditary Prince Aloysi and hereditary Prince Sophia of Liechtenstein. She holds the title of Countess of Rietberg and is part of the prominent royal family, being the granddaughter of Prince Hans Adams II. Marie-Caroline was educated in Switzerland and England, where she studied fashion design at Parsons School of Design in Paris and New York. Despite her royal lineage, she remains relatively unknown. As a female member of the Liechtenstein royal family, she is not in line for the throne due to agnatic primogeniture succession laws, which prioritizes male heirs. This exclusion from succession contributes to her lower visibility. Marie-Caroline has chosen to focus on her education and career in fashion rather than engaging in high-profile royal duties or public charity work that would attract media attention. Being only 28 years old, she's still establishing her identity and career, often opting for a more private lifestyle away from royal spotlights. Despite being a relatively unknown figure, Princess Marie-Caroline is actively involved in various pursuits. She works in the fashion sector in London, utilizing her education from Parsons to contribute creatively to the industry. She recently announced her engagement to Leopoldo Maduro Volmer, which may increase her visibility and public interest in her activities moving forward. Time will tell. At number 5, we've got Princess Marie-Esmeralda of Belgium. She is a member of the Belgian royal family. She is the half-aunt of King Philippe of Belgium and Henry, Grand Duke of Luxembourg. Despite her royal connections, she remains a relatively unknown figure. It's because, unlike other royals who engage in visible public service or charity work, Marie-Esmeralda has often focused on her personal interests and projects rather than traditional royal duties that attract media attention. According to her LinkedIn profile, she has pursued a career in journalism, in documentary filmmaking, which doesn't garner the same public interest as royal engagements or charity work. As a lesser-known member of the royal family, she does not receive the same level of media coverage or public fascination as more prominent royals. Despite her royal profile, Princess Marie-Esmeralda is actively involved in various meaningful works. She has authored several books, including works on her father, King Leopold III, and fashion designer Christian Dior. She writes under the name of Esmeralda de Rethi and has contributed to various international magazines. Marie-Esmeralda has produced documentaries focusing on the family's history and environmental issues, including Leopold III, My Father, and Virunga, which highlights her commitment to storytelling and activism. She's also an advocate for environmental causes and women's rights, using her platform to raise awareness about these important issues. Next, we've got Princess Mafalda of Bulgaria. As the granddaughter of Simeon II, the last reigning Tsar of Bulgaria, she is a member of the former Bulgarian royal family and princess of the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha-Kahari. Despite her royal connections, she remains relatively unknown for several reasons. It's because, unlike other royals who engage in visible public service or charitable work, Mafalda has pursued a career in music and the arts, which do not attract the same level of public attention in the same circles as traditional royal engagements. She also has chosen to establish herself as a singer-songwriter under the name of Anna Mafalda, focusing on her artistic endeavors rather than the royal responsibilities that could increase her visibility. Being part of the former royal family, she does not receive the same media coverage or public interest as reigning royals or those actively involved in public life, and despite being a relatively unknown figure, this princess is actively engaged in various pursuits you might not know about. She's released several singles and an EP showcasing her talents as a singer-songwriter. Her music reflects contemporary themes and aims to connect with a younger audience. In addition to her music career, she's involved in creative projects that highlight her artistic interest and talents. While not frequently in the spotlight, she has participated in events related to her royal heritage and has been seen at many public functions. At number 3, we've got Princess Sophia Alexandra of Bavaria. She's a member of the House of Wittelsbach, the former ruling house of Bavaria. She is the daughter of Prince Max of Bavaria and his wife Elizabeth. As a young royal, Sophie has largely remained out of the public eye, which contributes to her status as an unknown figure. Several factors contribute to her relative obscurity. It's because, unlike more prominent royals who take on significant public roles in charity work, Sophie has not yet been involved in high-profile royal duties that attract that sort of media attention. She has prioritized her own education and personal life over public appearances, which leads to lower profile compared to other royals who actively engage with the public. As a member of the former ruling family of Germany, she does not garner the same level of interest either in media coverage as reigning royals of those involved in contemporary royal duties. Despite being relatively unknown, Princess Sophie Alexandra is engaged in various pursuits. She has pursued higher education, focusing on subjects that interest her and contribute to her personal development. Sophie is involved in cultural activities and events related to her family's heritage, which may include attending family functions and supporting cultural initiatives. Overall, Princess Sophie Alexandra of Bavaria is not widely recognized at this time, but certainly not in the future. Next, we've got Princess Aisha bint Hussein of Jordan. She is the sister of King Abdullah II of Jordan and is the twin sister of Princess Zen. Her parents are King Hussein and Princess Muna. Despite her royal status, she remains a relatively unknown figure for several reasons. It's because Aisha has not engaged in high-profile public duties or public charity work that typically generates media attention. Her activities are often more private and focused on her personal interest. As a colonel in the Jordanian Armed Forces, she has pursued the military career that doesn't resonate with the public in the same way traditional royal engagements do, and her role in the military, while significant, has not been widely publicized. Being part of a larger royal family in a region where many royals exist also dilutes individual recognition. Other royals often overshadow her due to their more public roles. Despite being relatively unknown, Princess Aisha is involved in various meaningful works. She's made history as the first woman in the Middle East to receive her parachutist wings and has completed extensive military training, including serving in special forces. Aisha has been active in promoting women's rights within the military and broader society. She participates in various conferences and initiatives aimed at enhancing the role of women in defense and security sectors. And at number 1, we've got Princess Tsuguko of Takamoto. She is a member of the Imperial House of Japan and the eldest daughter of Norihito, Prince Takamoto, and his wife, Hisiko, Princess Takamoto. Despite her royal status, Princess Tsuguko remains relatively unknown for several reasons. Her engagements often focus on cultural and charitable events, rather than high-profile public appearances that attract media attention, as we've covered previously. She's taken on roles that may not resonate broadly within the public, such as her involvement in archery and squash, which is not widely recognized as other royal activities. The Japanese imperial family operates within a unique cultural framework where many members maintain a lower profile compared to the European royals, who often engage in more visibility with the public. Despite being unknown as a figure, Princess Tsuguko is actively involved in various meaningful works, and she's been associated with the Japanese Committee for UNICEF since 2013, contributing to initiatives that support children's rights and welfare. Tsuguko serves as an honorary president of All Japan Archery Federation and honorary chairman of the Japanese Squash Association, participating in events and promoting these sports within Japan. She frequently represents imperial families in various cultural events, including exhibitions and ceremonies, thereby supporting the arts and community initiatives. Overall, Princess Tsuguko may not be widely recognized outside of Japan. She does play an important role within her family. And with this, we wrap up this video. If you enjoyed the video and learning about the unknown, hit like if you find our channel interesting, and subscribe to it. Thank you. See you in the next video.